So I want to unpack for you a tip that will help you grow your church this year. One of the biggest problems that churches have is people do not understand their next steps with the church. That's people outside the church that need to come and be a part of it, and also people within the church that just don't understand what their next steps are now that they're here. Well, when we are clear, we can get people to take those next steps. So, what we need to do is have a strategy, a plan in place to provide clear calls to action so that people take their next steps. First of all, to come to the church, and then after that, once they're there, to then join the church and then fully participate in the church. So we have four big steps that we've identified that churches need to communicate really well, and they're based on the problems that we solve for people. So within the marketing world, you want to promote solutions to problems. So one of the big problems that people have is they need hope. Another problem people have is they need community or connection. Another problem is they need to grow and become better. And another problem is they need their life to be significant, to make an impact. So these are the four big problems that we are, as a church, are good at solving. So we need to communicate this systematically. And the way I like to do this is by planning the year. Like, how can we take a look at the entire year and then create a calendar that walks people through these next steps on a regular basis? So here's a look at this calendar, what this starts to look like here. We're just laying it all out: January, February, March. This is quarter one. I'll start with quarter one and we'll keep going here. But we have in there all the different promotions that we have. So if you're a communications person at your church, or if you're a pastor that's doing everything, this will help you out quite a bit. Lay out everything that's going on within the year at some point during the year, so you know exactly what's happening month to month throughout the next year. That way you can promote really, really well. Okay, so we have things like a series. Maybe there's a prayer emphasis, or a prayer and fasting thing that might be happening in January, membership track, baptism, and then maybe from a marketing perspective, we wanted to do a couple things to just kind of get the church out there. So these two, I'm going to highlight these two right here: baptisms and this membership track. Those are what I would consider next steps, right? So joining the church is a big next step, and then baptisms is a big next step. So that's kind of two of them there in January. February, we have series again. We have groups. So groups is a good next step. I'm going to highlight that. Like, that's a clear next step. Okay, marriage event, and then marketing wise, we can do some stuff there to optimize the website in February. Okay, and then March, let's see, we have evangelism series. So we like to always have a series, promote a series. It's from a marketing perspective, that's really good to have some sort of a theme or a series to promote. Easter is in March, and then serve teams. Serve teams is going to be a big next step that we want to promote. And then marketing wise, we want to do some stuff there to collect some photos. So here we are in quarter one. We've got some key next steps that we're promoting. Okay, let me just keep going. In quarter two, I'm just going to highlight the next steps. Here's baptism and membership. Once again, I'm going to highlight those. Okay, and that's April. In May, it looks like groups is another big next step. Okay, women's events in May. Okay, then let's go to June. Let's see, men's event. So no big next steps in June. June is kind of a month where a lot of people are out of town. Okay, let's take a look at the next quarter. So that takes care of quarter two. So in quarter two, we have some next steps that we're promoting. Okay, and then in quarter three, let me pause real quick before I go to quarter three. I want to show you what these promotions look like. So again, my hope is to help you get this right for your church, so you see growth taking place within the church. So if I were to go to, let's say, groups, let me see. We have kits that we like to do for our clients. One of those kits is groups. So they call their groups Connect Groups. And then we created a graphic for Connect Groups. So this is a screen graphic that promotes Connect Groups. There's a QR code that lets people find a group. It's kind of a group finder. This is a poster. So we're using a nice picture of like smiling faces, people gathering together. Again, that QR code is the big next step. And then we have a social media graphic here that we're promoting as well. So we have this kit that we put together in advance. So then throughout the year, as we are promoting groups, so you can already tell in quarter one and quarter two, we're promoting groups a couple different times. This church, and what we recommend is that you have a trimester of groups, a spring, summer, and fall um, groups season within the year. That way, there's 3 times a year that you're promoting groups. And again, we have these kits already ready to go. So we already know we're going to print posters, we're going to have screens, and we're going to promote it on social media. And all the designs are ready. All we have to do is change the QR code or change the dates on there. And it's very simple and easy to promote these. So we're creating a system. The 1 year calendar here is a system. Like we're systematically promoting the key next steps within the church. Let's take a look at quarter three. So we have a series, local outreach, summer, barbecue, and then marketing wise, we're going to focus on something during July. So no big next steps in July. Again, June and July are summer months. A lot of people are out. Okay, then we get back to August. August, we're going to get back to our systematic approach. So we've got baptisms that we're going to do in August. Then we're going to take a look at September, small groups, and then serve teams. Yeah, so now we're getting really back into the flow of the church year, where we have a lot of people coming to the church after the summer. So now we have basically some next steps there that we're promoting. October, we've got membership. So that's one of our next steps. And then November, baptism. There we go for the November. Okay, and then Christmas, December's end of year. So we don't have a lot of next steps within December. It's just kind of a different month. So we do have it throughout the year, quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4, where we're promoting our next steps, and we're looking at it in terms of quarters. That way, when you do this in a 1 year planner, you're making sure throughout the year, top to bottom, you're going to stay strong with how you promote the next steps within the church. And again, create the designs or have the designs in advance so that all you have to do is kind of make some quick changes and you're good to go. All right, so that's our tip for today, just using a 1 year calendar to plan your promotions throughout the year, and then make sure you bake into it the DNA of that brand, of taking next steps, of building those next steps within the church. Now, we do help with this. We have a platform called Forward Churches, forwardchurches.org, where we actually provide these kits for you. They're designed for you. We'd love to help you do that. So make sure you check that out. We also have a church growth package that we offer to help you break past that 500 ceiling. Most churches get stuck below 500. The first big ceiling is breaking 200, and then 500 after that, and then like a 750 and 1,000 after that. So we have some packages that really are focused on helping you break through those ceilings. So make sure you check out those packages at churchbrandguide.com. All right, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next video.